Hey guys, check out my program called Battleship. I made this literally in a day and a half, and it was not as hard as you'd think. Let's start it up. Oh, let's just start it up. Okay, zoom in real quick. Alright. So, title, Battleship, start battle, high scores, quit. I guess I'll just show you the high scores part first, that way I can go back into this menu. Displays the high scores, HS1, 15, HS2, 10, HS3, 8. And these high scores, the score is the number of hits you've had on a ship. And this game is a little bit different than probably most battleships you've played in your life. It's a little bit different. The thing about this game is, alright, I'm gonna have to zoom out on this so you can see this. I'm sorry about that. But the way the game works is it doesn't ask you to input anything. In fact, the way you choose A1, A2, A3 is you would actually click, you know what, I think it'd be best if I didn't do this way, but I'm gonna give you an example anyway. So if you can kind of tell, I'll zoom in on there a little bit. You can kind of tell that's A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And when you want to choose where you go, you type in, you click the letter A, B, C, D. You don't have to do any alphas or anything because it's a get key function and it detects that key. You don't need the alpha and then do that. For the numbers, it's the same way. Uses the get key function, detects the Y, Z, theta, V, U, T, O, P, and Q, 1 through 9. And then it uses those coordinates, like for example, anything. E, how about C4? That'd be kind of funny. C, click C. Then it's still waiting to input the number. You click 4. C4, just like that. And it's pretty intuitive controls. I think that you guys would kind of like that. I had a lot of trouble when it only took me one day, but I had a lot of trouble finding out the best method to program this game because a lot of things went wrong, and I had this idea that I could use a graph screen, I could use the input or the prompt for the coordinates, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna use the get key function. I can make it work, and in the end, I almost used every variable possible, but it turned out pretty good. I mean, it doesn't take that many bytes up at all, and I'll show you that later, but let's get on to this. Alright, so you've got the sidebars right here. You have the 1 through 9 up there. That's your 1 through 9 coordinate bar, and that's your A through G coordinate bar. And this is just to kind of help you see where you can put, where you can choose coordinates. Otherwise, you wouldn't know where you can go to. You would think, can I go to F? Can I go to G? What are the numbers? What can I go to? 5, 6, 7? What? So I put that there to help you, and it'll stay on there the whole time during the game. It doesn't go away. It's a continuous loop. Up at the top right there would be your current score, and this updates if you actually hit something. And there are 5 targets. You can't see them. I had it in the code, but I deleted it when I was finished with it because I found out the program worked. But right now you don't know where they are, and you won't know ever where they are unless you quit the game, look at the coordinates, pull up the variables, click enter, and it'll tell you the numbers for each one, but we don't need to get into that. Alright, so every time you shoot, I guess you could say, you click the enter button because it's paused right now, and it'll refresh it, choose, I don't think it chooses, yeah, it does. It chooses brand new coordinates for your enemies, for your little targets, so you would just input something else again. So let's try F6. And I'll be darned, it's not a hit. So you don't have a very good chance. There are 5 up there. And I forgot to tell you this about your targets. They're not actual, this is the variation in this game. you don't get to see where you've shot before because it updates targets after each shot. So where you shot one time could be missed, but the next time it could actually be a hit. So in this game, I couldn't make a way for it to be like five piece ships where you have to sink the whole 5 pieces in order to get a score. So I just made them one piece ships. So they're scattered around here, just one each individual ship there. So that's how that works. All right, click enter to go back into the choosing. Let's try A1. I like A1. A1's good. I think I clicked D. No, I clicked A. A1. No, I didn't click D. Right, okay. Now let's try A1. It was a miss, by the way. A1. Look at that, another miss. Let me just choose some of these, and I won't show you the view if it's not a hit. Oh, there we go. B2 is a hit. I typed in, clicked B right there, and then 2, and it was a hit. So as soon as I click enter, it'll update that score right there. Click enter, bam. Now I got 1. Alright, now here's where the fun part is, because everyone wants to be able to quit a game without having to click the on button, because when you think about it, a lot of times the on button it makes the game a little inefficient because the variables are still there, the lists are still there, and this one's different. It doesn't actually do anything, but when you click enter, it'll take you to a pause menu. You can go click back to game, or you can go to your main menu, which I won't do because it'll restart the whole thing, or excuse me, or you can click save and quit, and this is different. Whatever your high score was before, which currently it is 1, if you click enter if you click enter and then click save and quit, it'll check your score, and it'll compare it to the other scores, and if you're higher or lower or whatever, it'll decide if you have a high score. In this case, the scores before were 15 for number 1, 10 for number 2, and 8 for number 3. So if I quit, it'll just click done. It'll just say done. And that's basically how that works. Back into the game, the quit function just ends the game as soon as you get into the main menu. And you can also quit the game without saving your high score. You just pretend that you would have like 50 there, right, for that number. You click enter, go to main menu, and then click quit, and you can quit your game without having to save a high score. Let's go look at how big it is, and I was kind of surprised when I saw this myself. It's not that big at all, only 980 bytes, and I guess it is a little big, probably because of all the variables and stuff. But now that I think about it, I don't think it is big because of all the variables. And also, speaking of variables, you might want to look at this. You might not like this, but hey, you can always delete the variables later, edit the code, change it however you want, just as long as you don't publicly sell it or give it away or anything. If you go into second memory, click 2 for memory management, go into real, which is the variable list. There were literally no variables before this, so whatever variable you see here is the variable it used. It used almost every single variable. Almost every single variable. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Can you believe that? I mean, 18, I think, H, I, K, I think that's the only letter missing, I. So, 18, there are 27 letters in the alphabet, 18 bytes times 26, I don't know what that is, but whatever it is, it's a ton. I mean, that's a lot of bytes. And I'm doing this right now, 18 times 26, 468 bytes. See that? 468 bytes. That's pretty bad. But you can always delete them. Watch the 9002 at the top. That's how much RAM I have left over. $4,000, 9,434. That'll work much better. Okay. go into the program. I'm not really going to show it to you because you can get it on my website. I prefer you go to my website. I mean, it would benefit you if you're a programmer. I think you would like it a lot. So I'm just going to scroll through it real quick. Show you how long it is. It's really not that bad. It's mostly a loop, so that's all about it. And then you have the high score part at the end, which is I'm currently scrolling through. And label 10, that's the last label. So as you can tell, it really wasn't that bad. If you want to get this program, you can go to my website at ticalc.yolasite.com. That's ticalc.yolasite.com. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can email me and my group at ticalchelp@live.com. That's ticalchelp.com. I mean at live.com. That's live.com. Pretty simple stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the program you just viewed. It'll be on my website coming July the 29th, I believe. I believe it's the 29th. Hold on a second. Yes, it will be on my website at ticalc.yolasite.com on July the 29th. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. Thanks.